Worst transition ever because I got really gun happy and just ended the last video without saying we're gonna switch drinks.
We're gonna take a short sponsor break.
Our last drink was the cherry cuckoo colada.
Cherry cuckoo colada.
Or the cherry cuculada. It's a great drink. So then we decided to make another drink for this week's departed queen. Spoiler alert. Our dearly beloved and often criticized Aja is no longer with us. And the really tragic thing about that is this is the 1 week out of, I think, the entirety of the show where I probably would not have put her in the bottom 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have. Like, actually, granted, I take it back. This is like the 1 week where I was like, oh, her look is very on point. Her makeup's on point. She struggled in that challenge. And we will get there. So it's like, that's why we put her in the bottom 3. And the only other option would be to put Sasha Velour in the bottom 2.
That's not
which I'm not ready for that just yet.
Ever.
So no.
I'm not ready for it ever.
So we are toasting to our dearly departed Aja with the cocktail I'm affectionately referring to as the Disasta. In honor of Princess Disasta. So this is a concoction. We figured we wanted to with what we had.
Guys, this budget is... There isn't a budget.
Look, this is what we had in the house. This is cran raspberry juice.
The worst juice ever.
With such terrible juice. With honey flavored Strongbow, which is a cider. And then a shot of spiced rum. So we felt that somehow magically this is going to represent Aja because, you know, the honey cider, she had some sweet to her.
Sweetie.
What was it? The cran raspberry because she was bitter.
She was bitter.
That whole Linda Evangelista thing. Oh. And then spiced rum because she had her messy moments and messy queens. Love the Doc Liquor. Love Doc Liquor. So we haven't really tried this yet. So this is going to...
I don't want to drink this.
It's going to go one of two ways probably.
That's not bad.
It's like a poor person's Cosmo. I'm not mad at this beverage at all. You all know why.
It's like Hood Rat Sex in the City.
I feel like you just found the running subtitle for this channel. Hood Rat Sex in the City. I think aftermath of Cynthia Lee Fontaine leaving. Favorite Untucked moment from probably like the last 3 or 4 seasons would be the eulogy that she gave to the second chair that Eureka broke. If you have not watched Untucked, you need to watch Untucked. I think it was episode 5 or something.
She gave that chair a hell of a eulogy.
I almost want to invite her to my funeral if I ever die. I want Cynthia Lee Fontaine to talk about me and my life and all of my accomplishments. It's a very short list. And Trinity Taylor has the moment of bye girl, and they keep trying to make Trinity Taylor seem like a villain.
Trinity Taylor's never said something I disagree with.
I've not said a single thing where I've gone, that is inaccurate. Wrong. You are wrong for thinking that way. She ain't wrong. She called herself the new cuckoo, which I was like, ooh, girl.
Shade.
I was like, give it a minute. That being said, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Moving forward, we yet again do not have a mini challenge. No. Which I'm like, we've made our peace on that like maybe 4 times.
I'm never
the course of season 9. Peppermint got to decide who got to play the roles in
9021 Ho. Which is so amazing because like 90210 was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I'm dating myself, but I was really little watching. I should not have been watching. Yeah, so I definitely, a 6-year-old should not have been watching 90210. There was teen sex, teen pregnancy, shade throwing, and it really has made me really a much better person. So I was very excited. I was very excited to see that we were doing like a 90s theme challenge and that they were actually going to be like acting like a little show.
I was excited for this challenge purely because I know how much you love 90210. I never watched that show. I've legitimately never seen an episode of 90210.
So I watched.
Clearly, we went into this challenge with 2 completely different sets of expectations. And overall, I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I was really impressed. It was funny.
It kind of made me go, I might need to watch this show.
So who killed it? Who bombed it?
Who killed it? Trinity Taylor
as Kelly's drunk mom. Perfect. There was Nelly on the show, but it was fucking great.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Her comedy was spot on. She stole that fucking entire scene.
I was thoroughly entertained. Shea Coulee also did very, very well. Oh my God,
is the
Grandria, which I thought was so fascinating because that role originally went to Aja. And Aja had this moment of, that's not the role I wanted.
I want to be a pretty popular girl.
It's really fascinating because I imagine if she thought in her heart of hearts, like, I want the part that she ended up with, I don't know the name because Tiffany Amber Thiessen. That's like, she wanted that role, and it's one of those ones where it's like, this is going to call upon my abilities, my specialties, everything like that. So they ended up just saying, you and Shea Coulee switch, because holy shit, we don't have time to deal with your bullshit.
And I feel like Shea Coulee was like, look, no matter what part you give me, I'm going to beat you.
That's the queen that I want to root for.
Yeah.
Is the queen that just says, you throw some at me, and even if I'm not the best, I'm going to do what I need to do with it.
I'm going to do it. Yeah.
So Shea Coulee absolutely killed it as the pregnant grandmother. Someone's going to have to really explain. This is a PTA meeting? I'm confused. So
Valentina is my honorable mention in my little top because she played the shit out of that part. And especially in like the prom scene where she's drunk and falling over. Bitch almost killed Peppermint.
She almost ran. You see it? They don't highlight it at all because she goes straight back into Peppermint who kind of topples over.
It was like, oh shit. And those who bombed it, Nina Bonina really struggled with the challenge. And I don't think it was... Well, of course, she's a bad actress, is what we got to learn.
Well,
but what also didn't help her is the fact that when she would get feedback from
Jenny
Garth and Tori Spelling, she was just like, that's what I did. I know what I'm doing. It's like she didn't know what the lines were supposed to sound like.
I just love how often she's like, where are all
the popular people?
I'm like, no, it's a sentence.
You're like, no, it's a question.
Say it all.
Where are the popular people at this school?
What was tricky for me is I was like, I don't know if I'm being super hard on Nina Bonina Brown. The answer is no, I wasn't. Mm-mm. She was the one character that I could look at and be like, that's Shannon Doherty, who I know from Charm fame. But yeah, I was like, I know she was on 90210.
I know from All Fame. I live and die. Like when I was a little girl, I loved Shannon Doherty. And I love her.
But yes. So yeah, the bottoms are effectively Nina Bonina Brown for not knowing how to act.
And Aja for not knowing how to act, but she did literally tongue Peppermint down.
I do not quote Peppermint particularly often, but when she mentioned like, yeah, I had lip liner everywhere, I gave Aja a Don Quixote mustache. Done. We had the runway,
which was all about big ass motherfucking hair.
Big hair. I have big hair.
Always.
You know, to the casual observer.
I didn't want to take my weave out.
Some of the wigs were big, but I was just like,
I don't love it.
Okay.
I think my favorite this week on the runway would have to be...
Valentina had her lily pad
realness. Her lily pad realness with like the 4 wigs, a wig on a wig on a wig on a wig.
You know, like her Diana Ross kind of thing. I loved it.
I love the pantsuit. She can really just wear a
disco thing. I'm never mad at her when she wears one of those. Trinity Taylor had like volume for days.
And like it was like that nice like 80s like wave white trash. It was amazing.
I loved her hair. I did not like her outfit.
Oh, with the
that
booty.
With the floss, like from the sleeves going down to the pants.
Yeah.
And then like the assless chaps with
the
thong.
I like the assless chaps, so that's because I think...
Look, if it had been...
I didn't like the arms thing that much, but I did like the assless chaps. I did like the color. It was good. And then the hair was, of course, fucking perfection.
Yeah.
This week, although she struggled in the challenge, I just wanted to bring up Aja as on the runway, actually one of my tops. She looked great. There was a lot of Alexander inspiration. The wig was like big. She reminded me of Mugatu from
Zoolander. In a very good way.
And her makeup was so good this week.
It was like quasi, like gothic, Victorian. Not steampunk, but like Victorian. Like the dress. Oh my gosh. And then the big colossal hair.
Good.
This is the one week where I'm like, if you were not going to put Aja in the bottom 2 for a look, this was the week. This was the week for it.
She looked, and her makeup was blended. She finally, she probably let somebody help her beat her face. It was so beautiful. But on the runway, I loved Nina's makeup. I hated Nina's outfit because I agree with Michelle. Like, I'm just over the corset and the boobs and the legging.
Here is your waist. Here are your hips.
Here are your boobs. It's like, I don't I don't know why you keep doing this to yourself.
That being said, I kept wondering, did she put appliques on her face or did she give the illusion of depth?
She gave the illusion of depth with the makeup.
With the makeup.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
She had to paint. If she could have put on a different outfit, she would have probably...
She still would have been in the bottom.
She would have been in the bottom.
But
attitude.
I was gonna say, because honestly, the other person in the bottom was Sasha, which I'm like,
she wasn't going anywhere.
She was not going anywhere.
Her only critique was that her character wasn't big enough.
Yeah, but her character wasn't bad.
Her character wasn't bad. She can act.
Known as This Week on Oprah.
This Week on Oprah. Dun 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 dun.
Dun. What was it? Drag queens and their parents.
Drag queens and their parents.
Which is always a heart tugger for me.
Me too, because I'm just like, Mom.
Like who?
It's like when they start talking and just hearing Trinity really kind of open up and tell her story. Like, Trinity's fucking strong as person. And, like, not only slays as a queen, but, like, slays as a human. Like, losing her mom so young and then leaving school to take care of a
your
sick
grandmother.
And,
oh, my gosh.
I was like...
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe that what you go through gives you license to be a bitch. That being said, I don't think Trinity is really that much of a bitch.
I don't.
I was like, she says shit that people are like... But she's also super helpful.
And really, she did not let Aja go out with those lumpy pads. She was like, "What happened? Why is this? You give me cellulite."
I'm like, which one of these pages did you let bite your ass when you went to the bathroom? Because this is not working. About Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee having the relationship with his father.
And then what was it? Sasha Velour's relationship
with
his mother.
And
why he's a bald queen. Oh gosh.
That was the one where I was just like. And like you see the picture of his mom, and like, he looks exactly like her. And you're just
it was hard, and you know, all the queens that really spoke are pretty much my top 3 anyway.
Yeah, and it's like,
ended up winning the challenge. We had Trinity Taylor,
who said that she was coming for that top spot and has been coming for that top spot. She's got incredible versatility. She can act, she can dress, she's got the wig, she's got the look. She's really beautiful, polished queen.
I appreciate Trinity Taylor, and I feel like if this were Drag Race like 6 seasons ago, she'd probably be my least favorite. And I don't know, I guess I have it for anyone who tells it like it is, and then it's like, hey, you're mad at me for what I just said. I'm about to help you with your outfit. Bottom 2, we had Nina Benina Brown
and Aja, which we already spoiled the spoiler alert.
Spoiler!
Lip sync this week was the best lip sync we've had all season.
I am sorry. We have had some crap.
Maybe it's the songs, because I mean, I'm sorry, Finally was on Beverly Hills 90210, right? You know, you always kind of have to think about the fact that there's a fierce black queen from Atlanta and they're doing a CeCe Peniston song, and then Aja, who is a racially ambiguous queen from New York. Is she Puerto Rican? Puerto Rican.
I knew it was kind of like Cynthia Lee versus Peppermint. You knew before the lip sync started, Nina Benina Brown still has more to tell in her overall story, and I wholeheartedly agree. We've had some really underwhelming lip syncs this season. This one was actually really good. I personally feel like
Aja gave us a spin, like a back flip,
almost like a round off back handspring.
I was like, you gonna lose this lip sync, but baby.
You know what? I was mad at her. And then Aja, I feel like,
Pheromone, because I can't see Pheromone actually lip syncing to it.
I don't know. I was gonna say I've been waiting. I have been waiting for weeks for Pheromone to go home, but she didn't do terrible in that Meghan Trainor
No,
run.
she would have. If they hadn't both stayed. I'm sorry, Cynthia, you would have went home. The thing is, Pheromone has won my heart, not in the way that she deserves to stay on the show for any longer, but in the way that I feel like if I knew her or if I was a part of that cast, I would talk so much shit to Pheromone, but I'd be like, I like you. You're my friend. My fictional best friendship with Pheromone.
Oh my goodness. That needs to be an episode in itself. So basically we ended up losing Aja, which was so weird for me because for the first time this entire season, I was like, I don't know if I want Aja to go. And this is the one episode where I'm like, and to me, that's the power of editing. Yeah. And that is absolutely like, you can't want a queen to go for 6 episodes and then suddenly she does and you're like, I'm starting to wrap my brain around who I think is actually going to go to the end.
Yes.
And I definitely think there are queens that have definitely outstayed their welcome. Yep. I'm so sorry, Pheromone.
I'm not that sorry.
Sorry. And I feel like Nina Benina Brown, I think, is going to have like maybe one more episode where she redeems herself.
1 or 2 episodes.
And then she might. I either feel she's going to redeem herself and then get sent home, or she's going to cuss out RuPaul on the main stage.
Yeah.
I feel like the next 3 boots I see
Pheromone,
I'm sorry to say it, Nina Benina Brown.
Even though makeup's great.
And then we're down to 8. That's going to take us to the top 6. So then if I had to pick another queen...
To go home...
I almost think...
Alex?
Maybe.
But they do like... Trinity's right about that. They like Alexis.
They do. I want my top 3 are Trinity, Sasha, and Shay.
We have the same.
Of those 3, I feel as though if one of the 3 of them, I mean, there's a chance that none of them go to the top 3. I feel like the first one of those 3 to go home would be Sasha.
And I don't want that.
And I hate that note.
For me, it's going to be Valentina, Shay, and Sasha with Trinity was my honorable mention, but then those 2. There is no honorable mention. I want them all together.
So, we are so excited to be back.
Yay!
So sorry. What was it? We went to DragCon. What was it? There were flies in our cocktails. I've been on antihistamine, so I usually make it to about 8 o'clock every Thank you guys for sticking with us. There's a lot of footage between the last 2 episodes. We're going to try really hard to get caught up.
I'm going to figure it out.
I was going to say, she's going to sort out like the rock star that she is.
I'm off tomorrow, luckily, so I'm going to drink coffee all day.
Coffee all day, do some editing. And just be pretty. So, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much for sticking with us.
Bye.
Bye.